What's up? Hi. How's it going? I definitely didn't go live with the wrong fucking title and everything. I don't know what you're talking about. By the way, thank you, Taco. Thank you, Taco, for pointing that out. I appreciate it. Um, hi. We're doing another Pokemon run today. We're doing Vaporeon today, not Jolteon, as may have been advertised on accident. Um, Sorry, I'm still trying to kind of wake up a bit. Um, my sleep got interrupted today by some idiots that fucking called me at noon asking me about, was it EPB, I think? Yeah. EPB, and whether or not I wanted to basically switch to their service. Now, you don't know what EPB is, you're not fucking alone. I had never heard of it before I got this phone call today. Turns out EPB is formerly known as the Electric Power Board of Chattanooga, Tennessee. Funnily enough, I don't live in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I live closer to St. Louis in Missouri, which is roughly 3 states over. So, yeah. I don't know what the fuck the deal was with that. I was very upset because it woke me up and I had quite a bit of trouble getting back to sleep. So I'm still kind of trying to wake up a bit. Um, if I seem a bit slow today, I'm going to blame it on that. There's nothing you can do to stop me. But what we're doing here today, we're going to be doing a Vaporeon run. So as always, we're going to look at the stats, the moveset, talk about that a little bit, and then we will get right into things. So one thing that I wanted to take a look at, because I have yet to see a moveset like this in Gen 9, is holy shit, all the level 1 moves. Now, I'm really curious. So we're actually going to do this real quick. We're going to load up Jolteon real quick in another tab. Now, if we go down to learn set in Jolteon. Okay, so Jolteon does have the same. So I guess this is just something that happens with stone evolutions. All of the moves that they would have learned had they not had the stone evolution are all labeled as level 1 moves. I did not notice this last week, which is why I find that interesting. But anyway, well, actually we don't, yeah, let's not hold off any longer. Oh, interesting. Okay, so as I mentioned last week on Tuesday, I remember Vaporeon being quite tanky. And as we're looking at it right here, 110 for the special stat, which is incredibly good. 130 base HP, which I think if we looked at Jolteon, I think its base HP was like a 65 or something like that. 65 attack, 60 defense, 65 speed. So speed is a little bit lower than I would like. Basically most of my speed comparisons are, is it or is it not faster than an Onix? Onix's base speed being 70. This is not. It's a little bit on the lower side, but Well, is it on the lower side? No, it's not really on the lower side. It's just a little bit lower than I would like it to be. Probably a better way to put it. But yeah, attack 65, defense 60, speed of 65. Very, very good special. Very, very, like, insanely good HP. Right? Alright, let's see what we got to work with. Okay, so, to start with, we start with Tackle, Quick Attack, Water Gun, and Sand Attack. This is much better for Brock, obviously. We're probably gonna one-shot his Pokemon with ease. Let's see, what do we get? Wow! Okay, so we get Haze at 44, Acid Armor at 42, Hydro Pump at 54. We get nothing. Bite at 40. We get no good level up moves. Like, Bite is probably the best one. Tail Whip at 37. Get out of here with that bullshit. So no good level up moves except for Bite, but the fact that we get Body Slam means that Bite is obsolete immediately. Okay. So we got Body Slam. Obviously, we learned Water Gun and Bubble Beam, but we already have Water Gun, so we don't need that. Bubble Beam is going to be nice. Ice Beam is going to be nice. Yeah, so this... Surf. So this basically means that the Lapras is going to be obsolete, right? What we're going to want as we're going through stuff is we're going to want to catch a Geodude instead of a Paris. Geodude will have Dig and Strength. We can get the Farfetch'd for Cut and Fly, and then we will obviously be using Surf on our Vaporeon. There's been a couple of Pokemon. The most recent one to come to mind was Lapras. We did not actually teach Lapras Surf. Our main Lapras anyway. We got the second Lapras from Silphco, and we taught that one Surf instead. This Pokemon, Vaporeon, does not have an excess of really, really good moves that I'm excited to have and to use. Like Lapras did. Lapras had a glut of good moves. Vaporeon does not. So final move set is probably going to be Body Slam, Ice Beam, Mimic, Surf. That's probably what we're looking at for final move sets. The unfortunate thing being, if we're thinking about Elite Four, Lorelei is going to be a pain in the ass. Bruno is going to be a joke. Agatha is going to be a pain. Lance is going to be a joke. Except for potentially the Gyarados. I feel like a Hyper Beam from the Gyarados could probably still put us on our ass. But we one-shot literally everything else that comes out. And even the Gyarados is neutral to Ice Beam. So, Lance is not going to be an issue. Champion, let's see, what do we got for the champion? We got Ice Beam for the Pidgeot. This is a week, like last week I was kind of debating whether or not I wanted to do this, but this week we will definitely be mimicking Psychic off of the Alakazam to be able to deal with the Blastoise. And then Body Slamming the Alakazam. Which hopefully our 65 base attack will be strong enough to be able to two-shot it. I very seriously doubt that we will be able to one-shot the Alakazam with a Body Slam, but I think we should be able to two-shot it unless it just spams recovery. Which hopefully, like, ideally, we get hit by, what is it, like, Psybeam, I think, that he has? We get hit by Psybeam or something like that. We really, really don't want to see Reflect on the Alakazam. Because that could put us into a really bad position with Recover looping. Arcanine is a joke. Rhydon is a joke. Executor will die to Ice Beam. For once, we have an absolutely like we just have an absolute counter to Executor with Ice Beam, so that'll be nice. um, and then we will have to use Psychic against the Blastoise. So I think Lorelei's probably gonna be the worst out of all of them when it comes to just being a pain in the ass for us to get through. But even she, we can mimic Amnesia off of the Slowbro and like Body Slam the Body Slam the Dugong. We'd probably end up surfing the Cloyster, even though it's not very effective. Cloyster's physical defense is out of this world strong. We really don't want to be using Body Slam against it. And its special, while not terrible, is far weaker than its physical. So despite the fact that Body Slam will be hitting for neutral, whereas Surf will be cut in half, Surf will obviously be stab, so get that 1.5 times damage, and also it'll be going up against its much weaker special defense. And it'll be using our much stronger special attack. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I think we're good. I think we're good to go. So let's swap to this. This. Load up the game. This. All right. And oh, let's turn on the controller as well. All right. Let's get started. And oh, 3, 2, 1, go. My name is PNDOOR. What is your name today? Oh, you know what? This is a character that we haven't used yet. I know that for a fact because that's a character that I tend to forget existed in the sequel trilogy. Most people do. Most people probably don't even know her name. I think it might be said in the in the movies once. Oh. Alrighty then. You know, we're just gonna quick attack because it's 100% accurate versus 95% accurate. So yeah, a lot of the rival fights are going to be kind of a problem until we get simply because the fucking Blastoise, the Squirtle line is going to be an issue for us because we just don't have a good answer. Not until we start getting Mimic. We're just never going to have a good answer for the Squirtle. We're just going to have to brute force it, which is not the worst thing in the world that we would have to do. It's just not going to be quite as easy to deal with as it was with Jolteon. Oh, I know a character that we have not used yet for the rival name. I can't wait to use it on the Flareon run on Wednesday. By the way, reminder, next week is the first week where we will start working on the Weedle run consistently every Tuesday until it is finished. Yes, we want to overwrite the old save file. I could probably, like, there's probably a, oh, okay, good. There's probably an argument to be made to not fight these guys. I feel like we could probably beat Brock even if we were to go into the gym without fighting any extra trainers. Hello, kitten. How are you today? I'm not in the right line. We do two-shot. Interesting. I was not sure if we would or not. So, the Diglett is probably the scariest person here. Maybe, no, actually, I always overestimate the Diglett's damage output, especially for a Pokemon like this where it's super tanky. Oh, there's something that I forgot to do. There we go. Oh, hey. Don't tell me that I unmuted it right as the Pokemon song was ending. God damn it. Ooh. Alrighty. Quick attack to kill. God damn it. It's actually not that big a deal. Pop the antidote, pop the potion, and we're good to go. Might not have needed to pop the potion there. Who knows? Okay, cool. No, why you live on nothing? Why do they always... Alright, so Misty. Let's talk about Misty here. Misty, I think will not be a major problem. Right? Because Misty's going to be locked into using only Tackle. We're basically disallowing her the use of her strongest moves. Perfect. Hi. Okay, fine, come on. Come on, you spoiled brat. And we just have more than enough HP to be able to tank her damage, I think. Oh, hey. Alright. I wanted to get this down below half. Perfect. Alright. Oh my god. Go away, Batman. I said go away, Batman. We're gonna fight this guy. We're gonna fight this guy. I do not want to deal with it's basically an extra, yeah, an extra level, like an extra full level's worth of XP in those 3 Pokemon. And if you have a grass move or a water move at this point, there's no reason not to kill him. It's so much XP for so little time investment for this early point in the game. Alright, we're gonna catch this one. So by catching this means that I don't need to spend the time to trade for the Farfetch'd. We could just keep... So this will save us a little bit of time later on. What do you mean I'm offline? Okay, we're back. Just a quick little hiccup in the interwebs. Not a big deal. But yeah, I don't know if it got caught or not, but basically the reason that I caught that Paris is because it will save us time in not having to trade for the thing, the person, the bird, the Farfetch'd. That's the one. We could just keep the Spearow and use the Paris for cut instead. I wouldn't hunt for a Paris, obviously, because we already have Geodude for dig, and we need one or the other. We do not need both, but if I run into a Paris, I will try to catch it so that we can avoid... we don't need the Pokeballs anymore. Don't you? Don't. Nope, not the rare candy. Let's not sell that. Jesus. Alright, we're gonna grab this. And then I think I did heal, right? Yeah. I think we fight these guys first. I don't want to deal with the rival fight yet. Oh shit, that's right. I wonder. Yeah, water gun does more. So this is why when I was saying earlier that I think it would be better for me to use I think it would be better for me to use the Surf against the Cloyster than to use fuck, Body Slam. All right, we're gonna use 2 of these. We're gonna hope that we don't hit ourselves in confusion too much. Is this? No, this is a Sonic thing. Okay. Some of the sound effects definitely reminded me of the old Ninja Turtles fucking arcade game. Hi. What's up, buddy? Like the biggest stretch I've ever seen you make. Well, hello again. Okay, this guy. I think we could start off with... Fuck! He did the thing that I wanted to do. This might be death number 1 for us. We've been hit by 3 fucking Cernaturks now. What the hell, man? Jesus. This guy's like, fuck you. Could you? What the fuck are you even doing? Kitten. Please. Please, Catan. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 attacks before I finally get a fucking hit on this Squirtle. Kitten, please. Please. I love you. That was a crit. Oh, thank God. Somehow, hi. What are you? Did you guys fucking like nom through? Oh, you did. Okay. That's what's happening. Okay. All right. Okay. I will be, well, what just happened? Oh, I accidentally refreshed. I'm gonna get up for just a second because apparently my cats ate through all of their food. I was not expecting that. Act like fucking cats act like they're dying, I swear to God. They had food. I checked this morning before I went to sleep. They definitely had food then. They had quite a bit. So they decided they wanted to be fatties today. And eat through all of the things. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna reset now. Okay. So, now that we've burned through all of our PowerPoints because the Pidgeotto decided to do literally nothing but ever use Sand Attack. Thanks for that, by the way. All right. Scooch back over to my normal spot. Oh, I guess I could talk about, I guess I could talk a bit about the reason that I didn't stream on Wednesday. So, Wednesday was a hell of a day. I was actually quite excited for Wednesday, originally, before it got here, because all of my pipes had frozen. It got very, very cold here. I was like, cool. I have basically replaced the entirety of my plumbing system over the past couple of years. So it should be resilient enough. Fuck you and your Cernaturk. Should be resilient enough and new enough that there shouldn't be any issues, despite the fact that they froze. Unfortunately, that's not true. And I had not one, but at least 2, if not 3, failure points in my plumbing. One of them being directly under the sink in my kitchen. So I was woken up about 3 in the afternoon to the sound of running water. And at first I was excited. I was like, yay, I have running water again. Let me just get up out of bed and go and turn off the sink. So I get up out of bed, and it is at this point that I realize that I have made a mistake in my assumption. Because I step out of my room, and the carpet squishes. Which is a very unfortunate thing. Carpet isn't supposed to squish. Yeah, that's about all I could say about that. Carpet's not supposed to squish. It was flooded. My kitchen, my bathroom, and the hallway that connects the kitchen, the bathroom, and my bedroom. Fortunately, for some reason, for whatever reason, despite the fact that the hallway between them was absolutely soaked, where the squishy carpet was, the water did not ever make it into my bedroom. Thank God. But it was so bad. Like there's still the hallway is still squishy. I have no way to dry it, really. I just kind of have to wait for it to dry. So anytime I have to leave my bedroom, I have to make sure that I'm wearing sandals or shoes or something. Because if I'm just wearing socks, they're soaked. Thank God this person doesn't have... Oh, that's going to be a problem. Actually, no, is it? No, it's not. I was about to say that Erica's gym is going to be a problem, but it's probably not going to be, outside of potentially being outsped by things like the Victory Bell. Maybe. Primarily because we learn Ice Beam in that same city, so we should be fine. So yeah, it is now back below freezing, but my water was shut off at the main, so we're God damn, I don't have to worry about that. And by that I mean I don't have to worry about it freezing and bursting any more pipes or anything. Okay, so I win this. Even now, I still win this. Yeah. Hey, we got an upgraded move. Let's go. Potentially could be argued to not teach it over water gun. Could be argued that it's better to teach it over something like Sand Attack or Tackle. But yeah, don't care. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save before this fight. Because of how horrifically wrong this fight can go at times. Never mind, we one-shot them all. Hell yeah. No fucking problem. Surge could be a problem, though, actually. Surge could be cause for concern for sure here. Let's... Anything that I can sell, I can get rid of the nugget. Not sell TM28. Jesus, that could have been bad. Yeah, Surge could be an issue. He's most likely gonna outspeed us. And despite our very strong special stat, a Thunderbolt from the Raichu is still most likely going to kill us. I think. The only potential saving grace is we might be able to get through... We might just have to come back to Surge. Depending on how the fight goes. We might have to just come back to him. He only lets us use Fly outside of battle, so it's not the biggest deal for us. Oh, we one-shot the fucking Pidgeotto. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, we're definitely not outspeeding the we're definitely not outspeeding the Raichu. So we're gonna be taking at least one attack from the Raichu. Raichu also has pretty damn good special. So it's not entirely likely that we one-shot either. All right, I actually, because we have the Paris, I am going to actually teach Dig to the Paris, because I do not want Dig to be above Strength on the menu. Because the place that we're going to be using Strength the most often is going to be... Wow, that did like nothing. Wow, that did like nothing. Okay, wait, maybe? You're saying there's a chance. Interesting. Okay, wait. We might actually be able to do this. Okay, so that just proves that we are going to need at least 2 hits on the Raichu. We're still deathless. I'm going to try to keep the deathless streak going, so we're going to heal here before we fight him. Oh, wow. Okay. Jesus. Jesus Christ, we're tanky as hell. Holy hell. A Thunderbolt from a Raichu did less than half my health and damage. What the fuck? Alright. I accept. That's so fucking weird. That's so fucking weird. But alright, let's do this. Got a bike voucher, hooray. Or I'm sorry, we traded the bike voucher. We got a bicycle. Hooray. Alright, you should not be an issue. Yeah, that's just so fucking weird. No! Excuse me? Why did we go first? Okay, we need to quick attack. We need to quick attack here. All right. Fuck it. Just need to get rid of that paralysis. That's why I hate that fucking fight so much. The trainer, it's literally the first trainer on the entire fucking route, and it spams Stun Spore. It's so frustrating. Did I get repels? I did not, son of a bitch. All right, well, nothing we can do about it. We just got to deal with it. Boo. Boo me of fucking like 10 minutes ago. Probably closer to 15, actually. Why did I go all the way down? There's more tiles that I have to run. Go away. I said go away. Yeah, it's times like this where I wish, thank God. Oh. Oh my God, I forgot I set up that I forgot I set up that that alert. Hello Raiders. Welcome in. Thank you for coming in. Hi. I fucking can't even see what the... Here, let me actually open up. Who's that? Pollock Bollock, how are you doing? How was your stream? What were you playing? Hi. We're currently doing a solo run for Vapoureon. It's actually going really well. Vaporeon's a pretty good Pokemon. The goal at some point eventually is to go through the entirety of Pokemon Red. Well, not just Red. To eventually go through the entire series with every newly introduced Pokemon for every generation. Also, didn't realize, hello Lord Bovin, how are you doing as well? All right, this fight is going to be an absolute joke. I'm not even going to bother saving. Probably already gone. It's all right. All righty then. It's one of those things where like I get so few I think that's literally the first raid that I've gotten since I made it. Well, it's my first raid that I've gotten since I made that alert. By the way, that GIF that played, I made that. I'm so proud of that GIF because I made that. And it took me so much longer than it should have. Holy shit, trying to make an animated GIF in GIMP is so fucking difficult. And it's such an easy thing. It's just a fucking group. It's just a copy pasted image of an owl bear, just copied and pasted, and it just like grows a fucking audience. And then the fucking Austin Powers quote too. As soon as it started playing, I'm like looking around. I'm trying to find which of my 4 fucking Chrome tabs or whatever the hell is playing the voice, because I forgot that I did that. I do think that that's my first raid, not just since I made that, but since I started streaming on Twitch again. Oh shit, I just realized we're still deathless. Hell yeah. I don't expect the deathless part of this run to end. Yeah, Rocket Hideout won't kill the deathless part of the run. Erica might. But I also said that about Surge, and he ended up not even doing half. And we're actually going to have a super effective answer to Erica by the time we get to her. So I don't... Is there a trainer that I think could potentially... Should I learn Water Gun over Bubble Beam? Is there a trainer that I think could potentially end the deathless streak at this point? None of the Giovanni fights. No shot. Giovanni's going to be an absolute cakewalk every single time. Rival 5, maybe? If the Pidgeot spams Sand Attack, Rival 5 might be able to cause me a lot of fucking grief. But on the other hand, at that point, we're going to have Ice Beam. Right? Gen 1 miss followed by full-length Sleep Powder. That actually might be a thing. That might be a thing. Like, if I get hit by Sleep Powder for a fucking long time. Yeah. Because, yeah, we've definitely seen that happen. We've seen runs where I'm deathless end because of fucking nonsense sleep stuff. That has definitely happened before. I hope it doesn't. That would be really, really shitty. Oh, you survive. Interesting. Human error? Yeah, that's always a possibility. I do fuck up at times. Rhyhorn dies. Oh no, a guard spec. Wait. He used guard spec, but then I still lowered his speed. That's what guard spec's supposed to prevent, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't that what that's supposed to prevent? Isn't it supposed to prevent your stats from being lowered? Thunderbolt, we don't need that. Get rid of those two. And counter. All right, but this is the important bit. Ice beam. Yeah, so I'm less scared of Erica than I was before I fought Surge, actually. Because Surge did so little damage to me that it makes me think that Vapoureon is just too tanky. I think Quick Attack is more important than Sand Attack, so we're going to get rid of Sand Attack. Despite Sand Attack still being incredibly annoying and something that I really don't want to deal with. Do I want to buy out Calcium? We haven't actually been running into too many things that survive our hits by like 1 or 2 health. Being outsped is probably the most dangerous thing for us right now. So I think getting 4 calcium and then 1 carbos. I think that's probably the best thing for me to do right now. Shit, calcium special. Son of a bitch. I always get them to whatever. We're doing this instead. We're doing all the whatever. It's fine. Everything's fine. I did this on purpose. Fucking son of a bitch. Why do I always get those two confused? Always get those two confused. I always get them backwards. It's fucking annoying. All right. Oh, actually, before I go into the gym, I know I want to use at least 1 power point up. No. On Ice Beam. How much? 15? Okay, yep. Nope, we're using both of them on it. So that should get Ice Beam up to 14 power points, I think. Ice Beam should absolutely wreck everything in here. The only problem is there's 5 Pokemon. There's 5 more Pokemon in this gym than I have Ice Beams. Doesn't tell me anything. Fucking critical hits. Okay, that's fine. I will take a sleep powder over a stun spore every day of the week. Bellsprout is weaker. We're gonna risk it. Hey, it is a damage roll. I don't think the Bulbasaur... Hell yeah! Okay, that means I did not mean to use Bubble Beam. Did not mean to use Bubble Beam at all. Alright, we currently have exactly as many Ice Beams as there are Pokemon left in this gym. I'm actually going to do this so I don't accidentally do that same thing again. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, actually, I have 1 more Ice Beam. I have one more Ice Beam than there are Pokemon. Which is fine. I think... Well, okay, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Oh, that's rough. I was hoping that she wouldn't have used the healing item on... It doesn't matter, we got a crit, hell yeah! Fuck you, Erica. Get me out of here. So yeah, because we know that the Victory Bell survived, that also means 100% that the Vileplume would have survived had we not gotten the crit. It would have survived on more health, but I don't know if we would have been in healing range of it. By the way, since we're here, all right, we're just gonna buy 10 of them. Then we're gonna fly back to Lavender. This guy's an absolute joke. I don't even bother saving before him anymore. Because we're slightly over leveled for this particular fight. Ah, look at it. Look at him die in one hit. Oh, it's so nice. Yeah. Wartortle's still going to be something of an issue. The only one on his team that's really going to be problematic is the Wartortle. Hey, so remember all those Max Repels that I just bought and then immediately forgot to actually use? Fucking hell. Hey guys, we're at level 37. Do you think that maybe Tail Whip might be one of the 4 best possible moves that we have access to at this point in the game? Fucked. Get out of here. That is something that I want to go back in time and I want to talk to these people and ask them what the fuck they are thinking when it comes to the moves that they are teaching these Pokemon and when. Like, who the fuck thinks that level 37 is an appropriate level to teach something Tail Whip? Like, this is something that you should be teaching at like level 7, not level 37. Because at level 7, there's a chance that it's potentially maybe better than the blank move slot that it will be replacing. By the time you get to level 37, there's no shot that it is better than the moves that you have access to. Especially in this game, which loves to front load all the good moves into the earlier half of the game. It just... fucking why? What level is it? When are we gonna get Bite? Level 40. Yeah, so we have 3 more levels before we learn Bite. May I remind you, we've had Body Slam, which is just objectively better in every possible way. We've had Body Slam for 15 levels now, something like that. Just throwing that out there. Potentially, maybe some things are borked. Oh, I always try to like leave the tower on my own. I somehow always forget. Do we want to go to Oh, you know what's another trader that might be a surprisingly difficult fight? Koga. Koga could potentially cause us some issues. We don't have any strict counters to his Pokemon outside of our just really high special. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe going to Fuchsia first. But I think it's just better to go through Silphco first. I don't think that we go to Sabrina's gym yet. I do think that we probably go to Fuchsia before we... Fuck you. God damn, glare, fucking nonsense bullshit. Ah! Ugh. Get out of here. Yeah, I do think that we try... Or that we go to pick up Surf before we try to... does that actually matter? Is Surf going to help us in any actual way? No, I didn't want to fight you, son of a bitch. It's been a while since I fought this guy. That's a problem. Could we not? Could we not? Jesus. Nine. All right, I'm gonna cheat. Watch me cheat. Damn it, I messed it up. It's actually not that big of a deal, but there is the potential to skip that fight. You're not supposed to be able to skip that fight, but it is possible. You know what? I think it's faster to just go through it this way. There's a fight either direction. Hey, some Final Fantasy VII music. Hey, look at that. We can learn Bite. Should we learn Bite? A move that is weaker in every way than a move that we already have? We didn't actually take any damage. We're only down a couple of power points. Not that big of a deal. Ice Beam should one-shot. Yep. Bubble Beam kills the Growlithe. Ice Beam kills the Execute. Body Slam won't one-shot. Thankfully it didn't. Okay. And we win. Oh, yeah. Yeah. See, that right there is the problem. The Blastoise. The Blastoise is the problem. This is why we're getting Mimic. We actually don't need you. See me back? I'm glad to be back. Hello, hello, Matt. How are you doing tonight? Fucking Drowsy. Drowsy and Hypno, man, they're always a problem. Always a problem, no matter what. I know I'm saving. I don't know why I'm saving. Gonna be entirely honest. I'm not entirely sure why I'm saving here. Oh, you're faster than I am, huh? Oh, that doesn't kill. No, it does. All right. Oh, actually, okay. Here's a question. Do I teach acid armor over quick attack? Do I teach acid armor over quick attack? I think I do. We're doing it. We're doing it. Fuck it. I'm committing. That could have killed us. We could have died there. Oh shit. That was actually really, really scary. Had Nidoqueen gone for Body Slam instead of Scratch there, we probably died. So the reason I'm going for Acid Armor for now is because of the potential for the hell was that noise in the song? What the fuck? Anyway, the potential for Badge Boost glitch. This is why we're doing that. Ah, damn you. Okay, it didn't rest. If Snorlax rested there, that would have actually been a problem for us. Hey, no random encounters. Hell yeah. All right, time to get rid of all the key items. Spike, lift key, self scope, fly. Okay, flute, hard key. What do I actually have? A couple of super potions, hyper potions, antidotes, nugget, micro potion. Okay, not actually a whole lot of crazy things that I would like want to get rid of. The only one being maybe I could get rid of the antidotes at this point. Trying to think if there's any trying to think if there's any poisony type. I think after Koga's gym. If we still have any of the antidotes after Koga's gym, I think we get rid of them at that point. It was a Chansey. One encounter in the entirety of this fucking thing, and it's a Chansey. Alright. Sure, why not? Why am I here? Interesting. Bye-bye, Bubble Beam. Okay, so the good thing is that, like, before it was kind of a toss-up as to whether or not I would want to use Bubble Beam or Ice Beam for pure damage, right? I can't remember exactly. Yeah, I guess Bubble Beam did kind of just barely eke out the damage. Over Ice Beam, but now Surf is 100% the way to go when it comes to pure damage. Oh, that was a 2-shot. Okay, that first hit was very weak then. I think that was a low damage roll into a high damage roll, actually. Ice Beam. Hey, we got the... Oh, I actually should have... What I should have done there is I should have used Acid Armor. Oh, wait. No. Acid Armor doesn't actually help me yet. Not with Ice Beam or Surf. It does, however, help with attack, which is why my Body Slam was one-shotting there. Yeah. No, thank you. No haze, thanks though. Oh, okay. Let's see. Arbok, we surf. How many surfs do I have left? I had like 6, right? 9. Okay. I'm actually curious. Yeah, see? So this is the same level as the Drowsies that were on that other trainer. And see how much health he has left? But Body Slam was consistently one-shotting the other ones. And that's why. Because the Acid Armor was boosting. I'd used 2 Acid Armors, so my attack was raised by 25%. Which... sense resulted in a extra 25% of damage. All right, we are going to use a super potion or 2. Fuck it. We'll open up that inventory slot by burning through my last 2 super potions. Koga. Okay, good. I don't think we one-shot the Muck. No way, right? With a crit, yes. All right. That's not actually helpful information, though. Okay. It is a 2-shot for the Wheezing. I was, like, almost curious about how much damage a self-destruct would have done for the Wheezing. Because, like, if we look at our stats... Yeah, see, look at our defense. 81. Actually, considering our attack and defense, our defense is actually the lowest base. Wow. Okay. So we have to have some combination of really shit speed DVs and pretty good or really good attack and defense DVs. Because defense is base 60. Attack and speed are base 65. I've only gotten 1 or 2 proteins that I've used. And I've gotten at least that many carbos for speed. And yet speed is 8 below attack and 4 below my defense right now. That's actually really interesting. We have a very slow Vapoureon right now. We have a really slow Vapoureon. What's left? You know what? We're gonna go to Blaine next. There's no real reason for us to go to Sabrina over Blaine right now. We're super effective against Blaine. We're not super effective against Sabrina. Sabrina kind of soft counters us a little bit, right? Her super special tanky Pokemon kind of counter our strongest everything, basically. Slow moving killing machine, kind of, yeah. As long as we can make use of our special. Also, the fact that my inventory is currently full is worrisome. I mean, I guess we did have a ton of vitamins in the inventory, so that makes sense, actually. We're just gonna dig out. I'm not gonna grab the solar beam TM. It's not like we can use it anyway. I don't know why I'm saving. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. This is kind of how I expect this fucking gym to go, by the way. We are just gonna fucking steamroll everyone in here. I might even just pop the fucking ether for serve. Just so that I don't have to go back out and heal just for the PowerPoints. Hey, we finally got outsped. All right. So that means that Blaine's Rapidash is going to outspeed us, and his Arcanine is going to outspeed us as well. I miscounted my PowerPoints. I thought I had one more. Really? Really? One shot and it fucking burns me. Are you kidding me? Fuck it, it doesn't matter. We're not using physical attacks anyway. We'll take a little bit of extra damage from the burn, but I'm not overly worried about it. The only problem is if the Rapidash spams... Oh, hey, it doesn't matter. If the Rapidash had spammed Fire Spin, that would have been the issue. But he didn't, and we one-shot all of them. I actually was not expecting to one-shot the fucking Arcanine. Arcanine is a strong boy. I was fully expecting to have to at least hit him twice, but apparently not. All right, we now have quite a strong level advantage over Sabrina. Do we get rid of the antidotes? That's what all that was for. Do we get rid of the antidotes? Do I bother with Blizzard? Probably not. I don't think we need to get rid of the antidotes. We have plenty of inventory space for what we got left. So at this point, acid armor boosts everything. Oh, acid armor is still a 2-stage. Okay, I was not aware. Yeah, see, I was able to one-shot a Slowbro with Surf. That doesn't happen normally. But it's because I had an extra 37.5% boost. No, I'm confused. Okay, I'm no longer confused. Yeah, this gym isn't actually that scary per se. Really? The Surf kill Mr. Mime? Well, with a crit it does. That doesn't help me. Oh, I am also 18 fucking levels higher than they are. I just noticed that. I just noticed the level discrepancy between myself and these Pokemon. No sleeps. Oh! It was a 5-turn sleep, by the way. Just throwing that out there. That was a 5-turn sleep. Ugh. Get fucked, Haunter. It's vengeance for the last one. Unfortunately, I have no need. Yeah, dude, I have the worst sleep luck in these fucking games. I swear to God, I do. I never get 1-turn sleeps. Never, ever. Four, 5, 6, fucking full 7 turns. Okay, sure. Why the fuck not? Video game. Why not? Eat my asshole. Jesus Christ. Never again. Like, this is why I'm terrified of Agatha, honestly. Like, this is why Agatha scares me so much. Because she is just these guys, but more bullshitty. That is who Agatha is as a person. She's like the only one that I'm actually worried about. Like, Lorelai is going to be annoying, but I'm not actually worried about her being able to beat me. Agatha's the only one that I'm worried about actually being able to beat me. That's fine. Oh, of course. Never mind, we're still too strong. If I hadn't leveled up right before the Alakazam, I would have one-shot it. Oh, well. Here, take this. It's Psywave. It's actual dog shit. Okay, I'm actually thinking about that now. Is there a single Pokemon in Gen 1 that can learn Psywave whose attack is stronger than their defense? On the trainers instead of the leader? Yeah, 100%. The only time that Sabrina herself is actually a problem is if I A, don't have a setup move, or B, get absolutely fucked by the Alakazam. That's basically the only two options. Give me... I'm gonna actually look up. Let me look up the thing. Psywave. Oh, I'm sorry. Psywave is the random damage one. What's the one that uses attack instead of special? Well, okay, and like in terms of the trainers giving me more trouble than the leader, it's usually just the ghost trainers. The ghost trainers in that gym are fucking terrifying. But ghost trainers tend to be like, if you don't have a good consistent way to one-shot the ghosts in Gen 1, they can easily just fuck your day up and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, easily. Half their moveset is based around fucking with you. Is it Psybeam? No, I don't think so. There's no way. Yeah, no, it just has a chance to confuse. Maybe it's not a Gen 1 move. Maybe I'm just misremembering. Which is possible. I am capable of misremembering things. And now we spam the A button and win! Yeah, there's no shot that any of this guy's Pokemon... Fuck you. Nah, learning Hydro Pump. Before I go to the Elite Four... I'm not going to use it. Getting rid of it. Spell attack roll. Yeah, that does make an amount of sense. Okay, so only one Carbos. No calcium, that's kind of what I thought. All three, huh? And all three, okay. So we need one Carbos, no calcium, and 3 each of protein and iron. Me. Okay. Okay. We just buy 3 HP ups and then we go. Can't believe we have $49 left after that. Okay. Well, it will help us. Yeah, we're just going to teach Mimic. We're going to teach Mimic. We're going to get rid of Acid Armor. Acid Armor is not going to actually help us right now. Yeah. Okay. Oops. I may have forgotten to heal. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. Okay, good. Fucking yeah, the fact that he used Reflect turn 1 is really rough. We do not want to see that in the champion fight. That's like worst case scenario because he can lock us. If he was actually smart, he could make it so that we never beat him. Because the instant he uses Reflect, he has that up for the rest of the fight as long as he doesn't change Pokemon. And yeah, it's just makes it so that we can't one-shot him anymore. Why is there a Spearow here? Yeah, so Worst case scenario, we lose. We're most likely going to lose our Deathless run on Agatha. Simply because we need pretty decent luck to be able to beat her. I could mimic Hypnosis, potentially, from the first Gengar. If I do that, I mimic Hypnosis. If I mimic Hypnosis, I can put them to sleep. And oh, hey, look at that. What then? Well, then I just hit him with Ice Beam or Surf, right? Surf specifically. Why am I trying to deposit items? I do not need to do this. Away. Away. Go away. Badge boosts. Are there any that I care about? No. So we can just burn all of our rare candies right now. Good. The only potential badge boost, just sleep them for 5 turns too. That would be ideal. Honestly, I don't even think we would need that much. I think we only need two turns should be enough for us to kill them. All right, as I said, we want to the attack drop. Look at how much it does. It's not very effective, and it still does like 2/3 of his health and damage. All right, now we mimic Amnesia. Any growl that we get at this point is not a problem whatsoever. Yeah, he has used at least one, if not 2 Amnesias himself, so that makes sense. Surf should absolutely one-shot the Jinx. And the Lamp. Yep. That's kind of what I thought. Like I said, Lorelei is not a scary trainer right now. She's just kind of annoying. So, like, the question right now is, which is more important to me? Is the extra 50% damage from Surf or the potential for freezing on Ice Beam? Which one do I feel is more important? Just try, like, fucking hit me with Dream Eater. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Agatha is very scary. Fortunately, her Golbat is not. I was about to say, Arbok should just die. We're actually in really good shape right now. Yo, let's go. Okay, I think we win. The only thing that could fuck us up right now, I think, is if I think the only thing that fucks us up right now is if we get a special drop from Psychic on the Alakazam, on the champion. Nice crit. Yeah. And so that just did 80 damage to us. I just want to keep this. I just want everybody to keep this in mind. I just took 80 damage from that Hyper Beam. That's a lot. Like, this, we're not taking unsubstantial amounts of damage right now whenever we take these hits. It's just that our fucking health stat is so goddamn massive that it doesn't matter. Also, I'm actually, speaking of low health, or my health stat, that was actually terrifying. I was not expecting to be like, oh shit, on Lance, but I forgot that Aerodactyls are speedy fucking boys. All right. Is this going to be a sub 130? I think it literally comes down to the Alakazam. Does the Alakazam drop our special or not? If yes, we're fucked. If no, I think we're fine. Fuck! Reflect turn 1. Okay. Do it. All right, paralysis is good. Critical hit is great. Hell yeah. All right, I think that's it. I think we win. I don't see anything else being even a slight problem for us. Executor dies to Ice Beam. It doesn't. Hypnosis, but we should have more than enough health to tank everything that it can dish out, even if we get a max turn sleep. Yep. And there we go. There it is. Yes, we did it. Deathless run for the Vaporeon. Let's fucking go. Come on, hurry up. We got 45 seconds. I want to get this done before the 130 mark. Level 70 and bam. Woo! We did it. And it was deathless. Let's fucking go. All right. Now, let's compare this to my prior Vaporeon run, right? Let's take a look. Compare these numbers to my last run with Vaporeon. Yeah, just a little bit better. Just a little bit better. All right, so last time we died 6 times. This time we died 0. Last time we were only level 78. This time we got up to 70. Last time the real time was 2 hours, 23 minutes, and 34 seconds, as opposed to 1 hour, 29 minutes, and 29 seconds. So almost an hour faster in real time. In-game time, 7 hours and 37 minutes versus 5 hours and 51 minutes. So an hour and 40 minutes in-game time. And almost a full hour in real time. Yeah, and even 70 like Jolteon. Yeah. So if that's the thing. These all have the same experience curve. So unless I have to level up further, one of the few deathless. Yeah, it's health stat fucking carried us. Because like if it wasn't for his health stat, Lance actually would have killed us. I mean, fuck, we took a Hyper Beam from a Gyarados and an Aerodactyl. Like, we took 2 Hyper Beams in that fight. And our defense stat isn't that great. It's only a 60. Let me actually pull this back. Let's... He's over here talking shit because my Pokedex only has like 4 things in it. So, fuck off. Like, excuse me, did you know that you could go into tall grass and you can find some Pokemons? Like, yes, I understand. Yes, I do know this. All right, stats. Yeah, that speed stat is so low. Attack of 140, defense of 133, special of almost 200. Yep. 302 health. All told. Yeah, we took almost 200 damage in this run. Oh, draw Pokedex? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Now, okay. Let's take a look at this. 302 health on a level 70. Let's just open up another recent run. Let's open up another recent run. Obviously, we're level 64. Not 70, so we're 6 levels lower. However, look at this. 185 versus 300. That's the difference in health stats between these two Pokemon. 185, only 6 level difference. 185 versus 300. Let's look at another tanky Pokemon, right? Let's take a look at another tanky Pokemon. Level 51. All right, let's just get you all the way up, huh? As high a level as we can get with what we got. $62 and we're at 258. I could actually see Lapras getting close to I could actually see Lapras getting close to 300 actually. Yeah, I could see that. Snorlax and Chansey. Oh yeah, Chansey fucking, well actually, we have a Chansey run. Let's actually compare. Where's Chansey? Chansey solo. At level 60, we're at 410. All right, we could get Chansey up to 70. So let's look at Chansey at level 70. $477. And then look at that special. That special is also at fucking almost 200. Huh. That's an interesting moveset. I'm curious why I have Bubble Beam on here. Does Chansey not learn Surf? It does not. Interesting. Must have toughness, yeah. No, Chansey is the one that has toughness and mythic toughness. All right. How fast and Barbarian hit that? Yeah, that's true. How fast was he compared to other Deathless? All right, let's take a look. So sub 1 hour. Articuno was 122.45. About 7 minutes faster than Vapoureon. Mewtwo obviously is unfair to compare against because it's fucking Mewtwo. 1 hour and 1 minute. I wonder if I could get it below 1 hour. I wonder if I could get Mewtwo down to sub 1 hour. Here, let's do this so you guys can see too. The Mewtwo's down here. Deathless, 1 hour, 1 minute. Articuno, 1 hour, 22 minutes. Vaporeon, 129. Gengar, 122. Fucking Weedle, 112. Yeah, those are the only ones. Those are the only Deathless runs. Gengar, Vaporeon, Articuno, and Mewtwo. Lapras could have been a Deathless, but we got fucked over twice by RNG. There's a couple that are like this that could have easily been Deathless, but I just got fucked over at some point in the run, which happens. Like, it almost happened to us tonight. Rival 2 almost killed our Deathless because he hit us with 5 fucking sand attacks. But fortunately, kind of like with Lance, our health stat was able to carry us through. Fucking ditto. This shit. My fucking god, this one was ugh. Horrific. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Like, Zapdos could have been Deathless. I think we got fucked over by something in Zapdos. This is gonna be an interesting one. Once we get Missingno again. Once we get Missingno again, that's gonna be an interesting run. Basically, I think anything that is one... I'd say anything that's below 5 deaths could have easily been a Deathless run. I mean, obviously, any run could be Deathless, right? If I grinded enough. Oh. Yeah, if I did enough grinding, literally anything could have been a Deathless run. But Rhyhorn, 66 deaths. Jesus. Arawak died 36 times. Magnemite died 56 times. Growlithe was 60. Mankey was 59. Jesus. Oddish. Oddish capping out the non-insane Pokemon death count at 132. I think Oddish was another one. Oh, I know what it was. Oddish I fucked up on. So the Oddish run was relatively early on in my attempts to do this. And growing up and up until I started doing these runs, and even like a ways into doing them, I always thought that paralysis was a 50-50. So 50% chance you move, 50% chance you don't. When in fact, it's 75-25. You have a 1 in 4 chance to be fully paralyzed, 3 in 4 chance to move normally. Which obviously is way worse, right? It's literally half as effective as I thought it was. So, during the Oddish run, at one point, you know, you get all of the powders. Stun spores, sleep powder, poison powder, all those. And I chose to keep stun spore. Because A, once it's applied forever. And B, I thought it was a 50-50 whether or not the Pokemon would move. And it would also let me go first, right? Unfortunately, the fact that it's only a 1 in 4 instead of a 1 in 2 is actually like a really big deal. Especially when you're considering it over sleep powder, which is, as long as they're asleep, you're guaranteed that they are not going to move. Which allows you to set up. Which is important for Oddish because Oddish gets growth. Which is growth a 1 stage or a 2 stage? Pokemon growth. It's 1 stage. Okay. Yes, I would keep sleep powder. 100% I would keep sleep powder. Because we have growth, basically you would put them to sleep with sleep powder. Growth a whole bunch of times, basically all of the times until they wake up. Unless they wake up super early, in which case you put them to sleep again. And then you hit them with like fucking Mega Drain or whatever the fuck move you're using to kill them. And there you go. But yeah, I realized about halfway through the run that I kind of shot myself in the foot by taking Stun Spore over Sleep Powder. But yeah, for a run like Oddish, where you don't quite have the stats to just brute force your way through, you need to set up to be able to consistently kill things. Sleep Powder is indispensable, really. It's incredibly powerful. And then yeah, then we have Weedle, which is just, it's Weedle, right? It's gonna be a bad Pokemon. I want to do, at some point I want to do the 3 fully evolved starters. Yeah, I have no VODs for any of the starters here on YouTube. Let's take a look. We got 16 on Sandslash. I mean, if we're talking about ground types, Nidoqueen and Nidoking, they are ground types. But like, that's kind of not fair. It's kind of not fair, because despite the fact that their poison typing actually opens them up to more problems than anything else, they're just so fucking strong. Like, so fucking strong. It's almost not fair to compare them to any other Gen 1 ground types. Let's see what else we got. Dugtrio. I think Dugtrio I think was also another, wait. Yeah. Dugtrio is another one that I'm interested to see how it does after a revisit. Because I feel like he doesn't deserve that many deaths. But then again, it's basically, does he one-shot the opposing Pokemon? If not, he dies. Kind of a thing. As we all know, Dugtrio's got one of the weakest defenses in the game. Right? Yeah, this is one that I'd be interested in seeing again. Who else do we got? Golem. What do we have for 10/16? Golem's got 15 deaths. But that kind of makes sense. Golem is a tanky motherfucker. He's got kind of the same thing going on that Vapoureon does. He just has like an incredibly strong defense. And he's also got a pretty damn strong attack stat as well. I had never really looked at Golem. Basically ever. So I was actually really impressed with how well he did. Like 205 with a Pokemon who's basically got a speed stat of like -50. Like the fact that we were able to beat it in just over 2 hours in real time is actually really impressive for that Pokemon. I was quite happy with how Golem worked out. All right, let's continue onwards. What other ground types have we fought with? Marowak. Yeah, Marowak wasn't great. Marowak wasn't great. Kind of makes me hesitant about wanting to do Cubone, because Cubone's going to be even worse, but it is what it is. Yeah, Marowak I was not impressed with. Rhyhorn, I don't remember the Rhyhorn run. I do not remember the Rhyhorn run at all. So I can't really say anything about it. Obviously, I had fucking problems. Obviously, this run didn't go great with its 66 deaths, but I couldn't tell you anything about this run. Actually, there is one thing that I could tell you. The fact that he's level 76 means that I had to do quite a bit of grinding to be able to beat the Elite Four. Same with Marowak at 79. You do not get to these levels without having to grind against something. Whether I just be death looping to the Elite Four, which could explain the 66 and 36 deaths. I just kept death looping to them because I said fuck it. And in fact, I think that that's exactly Blastoise. Honestly, I would say that Lorelei was probably a fucking problem with these guys. But Blastoise would also be an issue for them, especially Rhyhorn, right? Because Rhyhorn's quad weak to both Blizzard and Hydro Pump. Yeah, so first off, to get to the Blastoise, right? So this is the problem with Pokemon like Rhyhorn and Marowak that aren't super fast and aren't super strong offensively. You have Lorelei, who's all water ice types except for Slowbro, which is just water, and Jinx, which is just ice. But basically any of them can fuck up your day. You have Lance's Gyarados, which is a fucking problem in and of itself. And then even if you survive that, you then have to survive the rest of his Pokemon as well. Which, you know, for a rock-type Pokemon is less of an issue. But if you're Marowak, that fucking Gyarados is going to soften you up, and then you're going to get fucking hit by slams or hyper beams, bite from the fucking Aerodactyl. Like, it's just all kinds of problems. Then once you get through all of those, you still have to get past the Alakazam, which, while not super effective against you, is still going to be problematic. And then finally, you get to the final Pokemon of the run. And you're just like limping forward. You got like 2 broken legs. You're like, oh god, is it over yet? And then there's the Blastoise to finish you off. Like, it's like these guys are just having a bad day with the way that I have this this run set up. But yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else that we could talk about. Any topics that I'd like to go over. Oh my god, actually, so there was a never used Omastar. Neither had I until I did this run. As you can see, it was a slow one. It was slow and steady wins the race for Omastar for sure. Yeah, despite the fact that he only died 8 times, Omastar. Or, I'm sorry, Ammonite. That's Ammonite. That's not even Omastar. Ooh, interesting. Ammonite had fewer deaths than Kabutops. That's interesting. But, oh man. Okay, so I watched a YouTube video over the weekend, I think. That was it upset me. It made me upset. It made me angry. Let me see if I can't pull it up real quick. Not actually the video. I just want to make sure that I'm remembering the title correctly. Basically, the premise of this video was to say that, Jesus Christ, I watch a lot of YouTube. It was basically to say that Mary Sue, the character archetype of a Mary Sue, is actually a good thing, and we need more of them. Yeah, okay, yeah. Mary Sues are fun, actually. Now, if you don't know what a Mary Sue is, it's kind of a wobbly, like, not entirely perfectly fucking defined term. A lot of people actually are trying to get away from using it, period. But Mary Sue definition. Let's see what happens if we just look up the definition of Mary Sue. This is from Oxford Languages. What the fuck? Yeah, exactly. A type of female character who is depicted as unrealistically lacking in flaws or weaknesses. There are other aspects to it that are often attributed to Mary Sue's. Self-insert characters, a character that everybody likes without actually having a reason to like them. A good example of that particular bit is in The Rise of Skywalker. They get to the planet with Babu Frick. I can't remember the planet name. Kijimi. They get to Kijimi, right? And Poe Dameron's old friend, whatever the fuck, with the biker helmet on, attacks them, and she's like, I'm gonna fuck you up, there's a big old bounty on y'all's heads, I'm gonna turn you in. and they're about to basically get fucked up by these guys, and Ray just kicks the ever-living shit out of all of them. After she kicks the shit out of all of this person's friends, has her down on the ground with her fucking lightsaber at her throat, the person says, "I don't know if you'll care, but I think you're all right." Person just had their ass handed to them. All of their friends just had their ass handed to them. This person is potentially costing them a lot of money because they're not getting the bounty that they want to collect. Like, this person has every reason to despise Ray at this point. She's like, "Nah, I like you because reasons." It's another often attributed characteristic to a Mary Sue. A lot of people are just stripping away the title now and are just using the descriptors instead. You know, instead of saying they're a Mary Sue, they say this person doesn't have flaws. They don't really go through any trials or tribulations. Any mistakes that they make are actually helpful to continue the plot forward. Those types of things. But the archetype is still there. The title is still there. Now, this the reason that this video made me so upset is because they mischaracterize what a Mary Sue is. Which, that's not the biggest problem. As I said, it's a very ill-defined term. But they start applying that title to characters that are very not Mary Sue's. One of the most egregious, I would say, is they try to say that John McClane from Die Hard is a Mary Sue. John McClane, who gets shot, who fucks up his feet on broken glass, who is beat to fucking hell and back by the end of every one of his movies that I remember, that he is a Mary Sue. Simply because he wins, I guess. They also say that Indiana Jones is a Mary Sue. Despite the fact that both of these characters are introduced as characters that have backgrounds that would justify their level of competence in what they are doing. Why can't they just make the Old Republic games into movies? You don't want that these days. No, don't say that. Because what you just said is, why can't they ruin these games? That's what you actually just said. You don't want them to make them into movies. Why can't they ruin Revan and Bastila, all of the others? Spoilers for a game that came out roughly 800 years ago. and another, like, I kind of want to go a bit more in depth and actually have like this is like one of the first times where I'm like, I want to respond to this fucking video. Like, I haven't done that content base, well, literally ever. I've literally never done it before. But like, this one is the first one where I saw it and I was like, fuck me. You are so wrong. They're also very sexist and racist throughout. Like, incredibly bigoted towards men throughout the entirety of their video. Which, you know, is kind of a shitty thing to do. You know, you don't want to just, you know, blanket fucking make statements about an entire gender, would you? It seems like kind of a shitty thing to do. I don't know. It just feels like that's wrong. Or, you know, an entire race. But yeah, I like, this is the first time that I've seen a video that like legitimately made me upset. And like, the reason that I got so upset is because I was like, you know what? I think it would be a fairly interesting challenge for a writer to try to write a Mary Sue style character in a way that would make sense in universe. You know, I don't think that it's impossible. And like some do in like parody, right? Like a lot of parodies will have the main character be a Mary Sue. Not a lot, but some of them will. Or like, but like if you're trying to write a character that is that style, that is that, you know, archetype, and you try to do it well and have, like, I don't think it's an inherent contradiction to have a well-written Mary Sue. So I clicked on the video. I was like, oh, maybe they have some good points. Maybe they have some ideas as to how to write a Mary Sue correctly. But no, it was them just venting because they liked the sequel trilogy and they got pissed off because everybody kept calling Rey a Mary Sue. Because she is. Like, she is the most Mary Sue that ever Mary Sued. And like also, when I read the definition, it says a type of female character who is depicted as unrealistically lacking in flaws or weaknesses. Not inherently sexist because there is a male equivalent. It's called a Gary Stew. Going scale, old style Superman, old version Superman. I don't know enough about old school Superman to really say. Like, I can't comment on that. But I mean, there is a male version. It's literally just a Gary Stew. Like, it's a term for the exact same problem, but it's a male character instead of female. But like, that's another thing that a lot of people will latch onto. It's like, oh, it's all the women's. It's only the women's that get lambasted like this when they have a character that's too good. And it's like, no, guys do it. Guys get it too. And like, there's even arguments to be made that they made Han Solo into a Gary Stew in the Solo movie. He's just the best pilot because he's always been the best pilot. He's just a good shot because he's always been the best shot. He's just really, you know, he's just the best at everything that he's trying to do just because he's always been that way. Man. It's not good. Don't worry, Matt. Most people didn't watch it. That's why it lost money. I'm one of the few that was still foolish enough to go and see that movie in theaters. Man, it could have been so interesting. That movie could have been so interesting. They had him sign up for the Empire after like 15 minutes. And at 20 minutes, he was out of the Empire. They just skipped the entirety of his involvement with the Empire as part of the military. How fucking cool would it have been to watch him go through that process, to become disillusioned with it, and then to defect eventually? How fucking cool would it have been to watch that? Would have given insight into how the Empire works, how the stormtroopers are trained, like fleshed out an area of that universe that, to my knowledge, has never once been explored. But no, they skip over the entirety of it and just get to the point where he does all of the fucking important things in his entire life in a week. Oh, meeting Chewbacca, getting his custom blaster, getting the ship, doing the Kessel Run. All of these things happened within days of each other, if you're to believe this movie. Couldn't do it right with Finn either. Yeah. Well, like, I would be okay with them do it. Like, I think that Finn's, like, actually, okay, so here's the thing. I think I actually mentioned this when I was talking about TFA, when I was building the AT-AT. I actually really like a lot of the introductions for the characters in TFA.
I think Rey's introduction is really interesting. There's like a fucking 5-minute span with no dialogue that just shows her day, which is really cool. Because unless she's like me and she talks to herself, she wouldn't be talking for most of her life. There wouldn't be any dialogue for most of her life because she's alone the vast majority of the time. The only time she interacts is when she's in that town to fucking scrub her stuff and sell it to what's his nuts. Man. Still didn't see the last. I think The Rise of Skywalker is more fun to watch than The Last Jedi. But it's a horrifically broken movie in almost every way. I would actually say it's a hilariously broken movie in every possible way. None of that movie makes sense. Yeah. I would much rather rewatch The Rise of Skywalker than The Last Jedi. I would not want to watch either of them, but I would much rather rewatch Rise of Skywalker. I think if you take The Last Jedi out of the Star Wars universe and you look at it as a solo movie, like ignoring the entire rest of the Star Wars saga, just taking it as it is, the assassination of Luke Skywalker is no longer an issue because he's just introduced as a grumpy old man instead of, you know, being completely destroyed from what he should have been. The hyperspace kamikaze would make more sense. I'm not going to say the arcing laser shots in space is going to make more sense because that's fucking stupid. That doesn't make sense in any universe. I don't know. Actually, the more I think about that movie, the less I'm convinced that it would actually work as a standalone. Yeah, because no, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Because the whole secret plan at the end of, like, for the movie is Holdo's like, yeah, we're just gonna sneak over to that planet over there that's in eyesight that the First Order doesn't see. How do you not see the planet that's right there? It's like forward and to the right and slightly down. How do you not see that? The fuck? But yeah, I thought Finn is an incredibly interesting character in theory. That Finn is an incredibly interesting character in theory. But and actually I remember hearing something that John Boyega said about him. He said that when he first started playing the character, he played Finn very straight-laced, like very kind of no nonsense and stoic, which is accurate to his background. If you've been trained from birth, programmed from birth, which is the terminology that is used in the movie, he would not be as well adjusted and as sociable and as charismatic as he is portrayed in the movie. He would be much more standoffish, much more detached. And That's apparently how John Boyega originally played the part. But he was told, no, we're not doing that with this character. He's gonna be a more happy-go-lucky character. He's gonna be, or not happy-go-lucky, but like, he is the character that we ended up getting. Much more well-adjusted than he should be. Much more charismatic than he should be. Much more open to people than he should be. So like even the actor understood the character without ever having played the character before better than the director did. My man, the sequel trilogy didn't have to be shit. It didn't have to be. And like, okay, here's another thing. Here's an interesting thing. It's kind of a contradiction that was introduced retroactively for Han Solo's character. What do we find out about Han Solo in the Solo movie? As I was just saying, it's a part of the movie that they skip over, but it still happened. Han Solo was in the Empire for 3 years. In their military for 3 years. Meaning he either worked with stormtroopers or he was one. So why did he not give a fuck about the fact that Finn was a stormtrooper? Now, as I said, this is a retroactive problem that was created by the Solo movie. But if we're looking at this like a universe, like these are actual people that lived these lives, Han Solo should be far more invested in a defecting stormtrooper than he is shown to be in TFA. He doesn't give a damn. He doesn't give a fuck. Except for what info he can get from him, basically. Man. Sitting here imagining different things that could have happened. Different things that could have happened in the sequel trilogy that would have been so much better than what we actually got. Yeah. I want to see what the inner workings of the Empire looked like. I want to see that. I think that would be really cool. They could have explored it in the Solo movie. They teased it for 2 seconds in the Solo movie and then they got rid of it. Imagine if the whole movie was that. Imagine if you never saw the Millennium fucking Falcon in the Solo movie. Imagine if that just didn't happen. And it was simply about him. Just play the games, they have better stories. Man, I played KOTOR 1. The game mechanics were so dated that it prevented me from enjoying the story. I was so frustrated the entire time I was playing that game because the mechanics were just so fucking shit. I did not have a good time playing that game, I'm gonna be honest. I have KOTOR 2. I have no interest in playing that game. I know that the story is apparently even better than the first one, which I like the story of the first one. I have no interest in slogging through the gameplay of that game to get that story. At all. Actually, there is a Star Wars game that I'm not sure if it's on PC. MMO class stories are amazing. Oh, that's a game. That's a game. I used to have this on fucking Nintendo 64. What if I picked up Shadows of the Empire and played it on stream? I kind of want to play that fucking game. It came out in 97. 1997 that game came out. And I'm thinking back on that game. I'm like, oh man, that game was fun as fuck. Oh man, I want to play that game again. I'm buying it. I'm buying it now. Add to cart. Purchase for myself. Install content. 400 megs. All right, we got it. We got a Star Wars game. I was thinking, I'm like, what other games? What other Star Wars games are there? I remembered one that I played a whole lot when I was a kid, Shadows of the Empire. I might actually play that next week on Friday. Maybe. No, let's do Wednesday. And then we can do Flareon on Friday. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, yeah. If you're talking about the Old Republic, yeah, I know about that. The problem with the Old Republic is that it's an MMO. I just can't get into MMOs. Not anymore. I've tried. I went back and started playing WoW again a couple months ago. I made it 2 weeks before I quit. Hell, I was in the guild or the clan or whatever the hell like the guild equivalent is in the Old Republic with Unsung. Unsung started up a guild in the game, and I played with him. Couldn't get past like level 20. Like, the problem is that I played World of Warcraft for 10 years, and I just burnt myself out real bad on that whole like style of gameplay. And anytime I'm like, maybe I'll try it again and get back into it, you know, play it again, I get bored with it within a month. I've never had a WoW sub, even if I like start a new expansion, you know, haven't played since the expansion started, you know, whole new gameplay, new areas, new classes, new races. Oh my god, I'm bored in a month. It's just, yeah, it's a gameplay, like, it's the same as KOTOR. I just can't get into the gameplay anymore. For whatever fucking reason that hasn't happened to me with Pokemon, I could play this game all the time. But yeah, I'm interested to try and play Shadows of the Empire again. I have not. It was only $6 too, which honestly makes sense. It's from the N64 era. Like, if this game was like $30, I would have been pissed and I would not have bought it, but it was $6. I was like, fuck it, I'll pick up some Shadows of the Empire. I have really good memories of this game. Yeah, actually, if we're talking about dated game mechanics preventing me from enjoying something, Baldur's Gate, right? I started playing Baldur's Gate on stream. Way back. And I did like 2 or 3 streams with it. I hated it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for anybody that's a Baldur's Gate fan. I hated Baldur's Gate. Again, the dated gameplay prevented me from getting invested in the story. And then Baldur's Gate 3, I think, was just too big for me, personally. I understand that it's a fucking incredible game, but I like games that are smaller and more focused these days. Just think, why am I playing a worse version? Yeah, that kind of happened to me. Quite often, actually. Like, I tried a couple of different ones. I tried, does anybody remember Rift? Played Rift for a while when it was first introduced. I wonder if it's even still a thing. Let me actually look that up real quick. Here. Oh wait, why am I searching that on YouTube? Rift game. It's gone now? Oh wait, apparently... Oh, that's fine. Go to the store. Guild Wars 2 Black Desert. Wait. No, apparently you can still get it. Rift is still available on Steam. The Black Desert Pay to Win? I have no idea. I do not know basically anything about that game at all. I've heard decent things about Guild Wars. Or Guild Wars 2 specifically. I just don't... Like, I have not played either of those games. I do not know anything about them personally. I've heard very vague things about how decent Guild Wars is. I know literally nothing about Black Desert. I'm actually curious about something. What is time to complete? Time to beat. How long to beat? Shadows of the Empire. 5 hours to beat Shadows of the Empire according to time to beat. Riot needs to hurry up with their MMO. Definitely drop WoW for it. Love League of Legends lore. Like what I learned in Arcane. Arcane was dope. Arcane was so good. I was so happy when I was watching that. That show is incredible. And I know literally nothing about League of Legends. So, you want to hear about the fucking most superficial reason to ever quit a game ever? So, I played League of Legends way back in the way back. And I really liked Cho'Gath and Amumu. And I can't remember who the fuck it is that had this skin, but I found out that there was somebody was it, yeah, I found out that Rammus had a Bowser skin. And I was fucking stoked. I'm like, I'm fucking getting that immediately. I don't care what I got to do to get it. Oh, it was for people that played in the beta only. And I quit League forever. Because I couldn't play as Bowser Rammus, I quit League forever. I was so mad. I was so mad. Because I would have put down good money to be able to play Bowser Rammus. Had never even touched the character before. I didn't even own Rammus at that point. Because, you know, you gotta fucking buy heroes or whatever the fuck. Didn't even have him. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm getting the Bowser skin. I've always been a huge Bowser fan. I fucking love Bowser as a character. He's really fucking cool looking. And when he's portrayed correctly, he's fucking cool as shit. Like I said, when I was talking about the Mario movie a couple of weeks back, I really like his introduction in that movie because it shows how much of a threat he is. And then they kind of whittle it down at points by basically turning him into a simp for Peach. Like, I kind of hate Incel Bowser in the Mario movie. I really dislike that. Because that's what he is in that movie. Like, Bowser is an incel in the Mario movie. And I kind of hate that. Always been. I don't agree. Because, like, is there anything in, like, Mario lore about Bowser wanting to marry Peach, or is he just kidnapping her for a power play to take over her kingdom? Because I don't think it's until later games where they start introducing the weird romantic angle between the dragon lizard turtle man and the human girl. Now I could be wrong. It could have always been there, but I don't remember it being there. Like in Super Mario World. Because, like, he wasn't... I think it was Sunshine where that aspect was introduced. Because it's not in Mario 64 either. He's just like, aha, I'm getting the power stars. He just wants the power stars. He just wants power, and Peach had them all. So he took over the castle, fucked up all the people in the castle, and was claiming the power stars for himself. It wasn't a romantic thing. It wasn't something like kidnapping Peach is a means to an end, usually. It's not until, like I said, it's not until Sunshine where that changes. Mario RPG's booster with Bowser for that new narrative? Maybe. That's a game I haven't played, actually. Mario RPG. Never played it. Never played any of the Mario RPGs or Paper Marios or anything like that. Went in blind, turned off brain, and enjoyed, which is fine. Like, it's an like I think I like more in that movie than I dislike. It's just, as somebody who's been a fan of Bowser since I was like 3 years old, so you know, going on 33 years now, I've been a huge fan of Bowser. Seeing him portrayed as fucking an incel kind of made me upset. It kind of pissed me off a bit. Like, no, this isn't that character. So, funny thing, I skipped that scene. I know it's Jack Black, and I guess he just put something into his contract that he's got to sing in every movie that he's in. I don't know. I skipped it. The one scene in the movie that I skipped, I'm like, nope, I can't fucking deal with this. Nope, I hate it. I hated it. Like, no, Bowser does not fucking sing. I'm sorry. So like, before I saw the movie, my sister showed me the video of that scene, and I was like, and she wanted me to like it, so like she was showing it to me like, look, is this cool? It's fucking Bowser singing about how much he loves Peach, and I'm like, I fucking hate this. I totally rained on her parade. It's like, I'm sorry, but I despise this. Really good. I've literally never heard anybody say that Mario RPG is bad. I just never got around to it, and I never really had an opportunity to play it. Maybe someday. Well, actually, no, they're remaking it, aren't they? Best soundtracks ever. Okay. Oh, it's out. November 17th, 2023. Interesting. Might have to pick that up. We might play that on stream at some point. I definitely... That actually works out quite nicely, because I did get a gift card for the Nintendo eShop for Christmas. Not enough to cover the whole game, but enough to cover a good chunk of it. We might play Super Mario RPG. We might do that in the future. No promises us to win. No promises us to win. We might just do that. Yeah. Man, I really want to fucking like stream a response to this video. Only 15 minutes long. I can't do it today, obviously, because we just hit 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna have to leave here in a minute. I added it to my watch later list. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we might play. Oh, okay. So definites. Let's talk some definites. All right. Tomorrow, We're playing Soma. And I think we might beat it tomorrow. Maybe. Maybe. We might beat it tomorrow. And then for next week, Tuesday, we're currently dedicating Tuesdays specifically to Weedle. Tuesday will be the Weedle run day. Wednesday, I think we're going to start playing some Shadows of the Empire on Wednesday. It's probably just going to be like a 2-day, like a 2-episode thing. Like I said, it says 5 hours to beat it. I played that game a ton when I was a kid, so I don't expect that I'll be... Well, who knows? It might take me forever because the controls suck or something. I don't know. I played it on N64. I've never played it on PC. Didn't even realize that it was on PC until I thought to search for it just now. But yeah, we'll be playing Shadows of the Empire on Wednesday. Speedrun time? No. A speedrun for your first ever... well, not first ever, but your first playthrough of the game in like 15 years? Probably not the best idea. I'm gonna be trying just to survive. I'm gonna be honest with you. I remember some parts of that game being rough. Specifically that fight. Oh my god, that final fucking robot boss. Oh my god, that final robot boss. Yep, that game's gonna be rough. I remember that motherfucker. Yeah, so Wednesday, Shadows of the Empire. Thursday, I'll be off as usual. Friday, we will be doing Vaflooreon, finishing off the third of 3 of the Eons. And the next Saturday, if we finish Soma this week, next Saturday, we will do more auto build reviews. There's a couple that I forgot. I forgot Staunton, the new Staunton build, and Evil Urushalay, which was recently provided to me. Tried that when I got the RE make for PC. It did go well. Yeah, I'm gonna take my time with Shadows of the Empire because I like that game a lot, and I want to enjoy my time with it. Or at least I think I will enjoy it a lot. We will see. We will see if the rose-tinted goggles are justified or not in this case. But yeah, next Saturday, if we finish Soma tomorrow, next Saturday will be auto build reviews. If we don't finish Soma tomorrow, it will be Soma next week. Oof. That's always fun when you save yourself into a really bad spot. I've never actually played any of the Resident Evil games. Actually, that's almost a lie. I have started 2 of them. One for the N64 that I don't even remember which one it was. I just remember starting in an alley completely surrounded by zombies and not being able to get out, and immediately saying this game is bullshit and unfair, and I never played it again. Because I had always grown up playing games where it might not be the objective to kill all of the enemies, but it is definitely possible for you to kill all the enemies. So the thought process of just run the fuck away never once crossed my mind. Only had Resident Evil 2. Well, then that's the one that I played. And then I got Resident Evil 4 for the Wii, and my hatred for motion controls prevented me from enjoying the game, so I quit before I even got past the initial village portion. So I have started 2 Resident Evil games. I have quit both within an hour of starting. But yeah, I've said it twice now. That's the plan for the next week. Soma tomorrow. I'll go over it one more time. Soma tomorrow, Weedle on Tuesday, Shadows of the Empire on Wednesday, Flareon on Friday, and either Soma next Saturday or the return of the auto build Judgment Day with Staunton and Evil Arushale. But whenever we get done with that, this is one last thing that I will say before I go. Once we finish Staunton and Arushale, we will go back and we will get the Kingmaker companions next. They're not escaping this. Kingmaker will be judged. Just as Wrath is judged. Yeah. That's it. Thank you everybody for hanging out and watching. I appreciate y'all as always. And as always, I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. Hope y'all have a good evening. And I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye!